Hello, my name is Bailey Harrington, and I'm here today to present a speech about manatees. And today I have here with me are my audiences.
Dave Harrington.
Linda Harrington.
Scott Harrington.
Heidi Harrington.
Kyle. Okay, have you ever been hit in the back with a boat propeller? How do you think it feels when Florida manatees get hit on the daily by boat propellers? If you want to get struck by a boat propeller, then why do you think it's okay for it to happen to manatees? We need to stop these careless behaviors and take some actions before these defenseless animals get hurt worse than they already do, and before it's too late. I would like to take some of your time to inform you about their habitats, their appearance, and the laws that protect these careless and defenseless animals. Manatees are large gray aquatic mammals that are usually a darker gray or a lighter gray, and they have two large fins that they use for swimming, and they have a larger fin that they actually use for moving around, and so they can swim well underwater. Manatees are part of the plant-eating society, so they mainly eat only plants and underwater plants and like seaweed and grass, like seagrass. The average manatee weighs about 800 to 1,200 pounds, and their head and their face are wrinkled with whiskers on their snouts. The manatee's closest relatives are the elephants, which I find interesting because I wouldn't think that a water creature and a land creature would be so closest together. And also, these sea cows are believed to live up to 60 years. And I honestly think that's a long time when I think about that, because usually water animals live not a long time. These sea cows can be found in shallow, slow-moving water, for example, like canals, bays, and like springs, where you can bring your boat. So, and that's kind of like where they get hurt a lot, because that's where they mainly live. They mostly can be found places where seagrass and where fresh water flourish, so like springs and stuff that's off the ocean, because sometimes they do go into the ocean, but they mainly stay in fresh water because that's where they thrive. And one thing I did learn, according to my research by SaveTheManatees.org, was that manatees migrate as far as Texas and Massachusetts and South Carolina, which I find interesting because I honestly only thought they lived in Florida because of the warmer weather and the warmer water. So that was interesting to learn. And they also have been found to go as far as Alabama too, which I think is pretty far for a manatee to swim. So ultimately the loss of habitat is one of their biggest struggles today that manatees are facing, because pollution and everything to do with like energy plants that dump into the living grounds that they live in. So they're facing decline of habitat and species because of that. And moving on to the laws that help protect these animals. There are other causes. Moving on to the laws that protect these animals. If you didn't know, most human-related accidents occur with boats that get collisions in shallow water areas, for example, like canals, bays, and anywhere you can kind of take your boat. So, and that's where they mainly get struck by, because the boat propellers are mainly deeper down, so they get struck by the propeller. There are other causes of death, for example, like crush and being drowned in the water, because they are mammals, so they need to come back up for air. So if they can't get back up for air, then that's usually when they drowned. So in conclusion, I hope I informed you on manatees, and I hope you learned something new, like manatees habitats, and hopefully you knew their appearance and ways to help manatees survive in this day and age. Thank you.